Let's evaluate the integral. The integral of tangent to the 7th times secant to the 5th of 1 minus to y with respect to y. First, notice that both trigonometric functions have the same inner expression, 1 minus to y. So the very first thing we do is handle that inner function. Let u equal 1 minus to y. Now differentiate. The derivative of 1 minus to y is negative 2. So du equals negative to d. Solving for d gives d equals negative 1/2 du. Substituting into the integral. We get negative 1/2 times the integral of tangent to the 7th of u times secant to the 5th of u with respect to u. Now we focus only on this integral. Next, notice that the power of secant is odd. When secant has an odd power, we save one factor of secant u times tangent u, because that matches the derivative of secant. So we rewrite the integrand as tangent to the 6th of u times secant to the 4th of u times secant u tangent u. Now we simplify everything else. We use the identity. Tangent squared u equals secant squared u minus 1. That means tangent to the 6th becomes secant squared minus 1 raised to the 3rd power. The integral of secant squared minus 1 cubed. So the integral becomes negative 1/2 times secant to the 4th of u times secant u tangent u du. Now we're ready for another substitution. Let v equal secant u. The derivative of secant u is secant u tangent u du, which we already have. So this substitution fits perfectly. After substituting, the integral becomes negative 1/2 times the integral of v squared minus 1 cubed times v to the 4th dv. Next, we expand. V squared minus 1 cubed becomes v to the 6th minus 3v to the 4th plus 3v squared minus 1. Now multiply each term by v to the 4th. This gives v to the 10th minus 3v to the 8th plus 3v to the 6th minus v to the 4th. Now integrate term by term. The integral of v to the 10th is v to the 11th over 11. The integral of v to the 8th is v to the 9th over 9. The integral of v to the 6th is v to the 7th over 7. The integral of v to the 4th is v to the 5th over 5. Don't forget the negative 1/2 in front. Now substitute back. V is secant u, and u is 1 minus to y. Negative 1 over 22, secant to the 11th of 1 minus to y, plus 1/6, secant to the 9th of 1 minus to y, minus 3 over 14, secant to the 7th of 1 minus to y, plus 1/10, secant to the 5th of 1 minus to y, plus c.